Hey everybody, Cinema Sickness here with your daily sickness video and Saturday to each and every one of you. Don't necessarily want to say happy Saturday due to the horrible events that happened yesterday, last night in France, in Paris, France. Obviously absolutely horrible. If you're unaware of what happened, Google it. Not great. Some terrorist attacks, lots of people dead. In fact, an alarming number of people dead. I've heard different numbers. Really takes me back to like 9/11 here in America, where nobody really knew what was going on until like a week or so later. Like real news was coming out. At first, it was kind of like speculation, and news was all different, no matter depending on where you heard it from. So I've heard different numbers, but every number I heard is like high. So it's not like it's definitely a lot of unfortunately a lot of people passing away. And there are apparently people taken hostage and a lot of people wounded, and it's very horrible thing. And I don't usually bring this kind of stuff up at cinemasickness.com and don't usually dwell on this too much, but I had to say something because obviously it's pretty bad. When there's something bad that happens and a couple people died and stuff like that, it's horrible. It's whatever, but I don't know. I just don't tend to bring that stuff up. I just tend to go, whatever, that's for people to deal with. I'll deal with it on my own time. Other people deal with it their own time. I'm here to do, I'm here to talk about cinema and be happy and energetic and let people forget about the world and think about just, movies and the fun of movies and collecting and whatnot. But when this happens, this was just like a wow kind of moment. When I first heard about this last night, it wasn't just kind of like, oh, that's horrible. It was more like just like, whoa, like really made me feel like it was 9/11/01, like all over again. So absolutely horrible, crazy. Lots of crazy different news going on out there. Nobody, last I heard, nobody's like fessed up to it yet. So nobody's quite. Everybody has like ideas of who's behind it. Nobody knows or whatever, and everything like that. But I don't know. Hopefully whoever was behind it gets what's coming to them, and I hope everybody's doing the best they can. I really never know what to say in situations like this. I'm really horrible when like people pass away and horrible things happen. I never know what's the right thing to say. I just never know. I'm really bad with this stuff, which is another reason why I usually tend to brush this stuff under the table, because I never know what to say, and I don't want to come off weird or say the wrong things. I just don't know. So I know I have some French viewers, and hopefully you're okay. Hopefully you're safe. Hopefully your family's okay and your friends are okay. Hopefully nobody was hurt or involved or anything like that. I hope. If so, I'm very sorry for you and everything like that. But even if you don't know anybody who was involved or hurt or injured or dead or anything like that, and you're perfectly safe and fine, and everybody in your family and friends are perfectly safe and fine, my heart still goes out to you and your country. And I think Obama kind of said it the best. I watched a little like interview they did. He did like a speech, like a press speech, and basically said like, these attacks aren't just attacks on, it wasn't just an attack on France. It was an attack on like the world and the people of the world and stuff like that, because it really does put the world in fear. It happened in one place, but the whole rest of the world is kind of on pins and needles now. Like, where's it going to happen next? Like, this could happen anywhere, and it was an attack on the world in a way, and I kind of agree with that, because it's only a matter of time till we probably see something here in America again. Just the way the world works now, and it's horrible, but very scary, very horrible. And again, to everybody out there in France, I hope things get better. I hope you're all okay and safe, and I really don't know what else to say. It was horrible. So, all right, I really don't want to bring this up ever again, but I had to say something because it was just so crazy and such insanity. Everything I was reading, it was nuts. So I had to say at least something. I didn't want to come off saying like, "Hey everybody, Cinema Sickness here with the video. Happy Saturday," because not much to be happy about today. But I have something to be happy about, and I have some goodies here to show you guys. So, all right, let's buck up. If you are out there watching this over in France, hopefully my video will help lift your spirits a little bit. Let's take a look at some goodies that I've recently picked up. This is all stuff I picked up about 2 or so weeks ago. The reason I've been sitting on this stuff is all because, as you guys may know, my last HD TV, I had a HD TV 3D HDTV. It was a 65-inch down here in the library. Nice TV, great TV, but it ended up crapping out on me, but not completely. It didn't like shut down or anything like that. It just randomly one day decided to have like a pink line, like 75% way across the screen. There was like a little pink line. It wasn't even like super bright. It was kind of dull, and it's only 1 pixel like big. So very little tiny pink line, but I'm OCD. I'm going to notice it. I can't watch a dark movie. It's there. It drives me nuts. I tried to watch a movie with it like that because I tried to watch a movie up until the point where I got a new TV, and I didn't like it very much. I hated it. So obviously I went out and bought a new TV, which is much larger and gigantic and awesome. Guess I can never go back down to having another smaller TV. Well, not the 65 inch is small, but I can't ever go back down now. So I had this TV since it technically still works and everything. It's fine. It's perfectly fine except for a pink line. I didn't really want to throw it out. I was like, I kind of feel bad I paid a lot for this TV. It's a nice TV. It's a large TV. It's got a pink line. I just felt weird throwing it out. So I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I packed it. I still had the box for it and everything. So I packed it up in the box, inside the styrofoam, and like the plastic like bag that went around it, everything. It's like, it looks like it's brand new now that I put it back in the box. And I stuck it up in the attic. And it's been sitting up there for like a little over a year now, maybe. It's been sitting up there. Luckily, a coworker, his brother came in to help out. We were doing this mailing at our office, and we needed to bring like some extra hands in just to help because there was so much. It was a large project, and his coworker's brother came in to help out, and we were talking and stuff. And he was like, "Yeah, I need to get a new TV and blah blah blah." I said, "But I don't want to pay a lot." And I kind of said to him like, "Hey, I got a 65-inch HD 3D TV if you want it." And he's like, "What, really?" I'm like, "Yeah, but it's got a pink line going down and blah blah." And he's like, "So?" He didn't care. He's like, can you pull it down? Like, take some pictures of it. So got it down, plugged it in, took some pictures of it, and he was like, yeah, I don't care. It's, okay. He's like, if you're going to give it to me for a good price, I can deal with some stupid little pink line. He doesn't care. So he asked how much I wanted for it. There were some box sets I wanted, and I said, look, basically, you give me the money you give me the money to buy these box sets I want, and we'll call it even. And that's what we did. So basically, he gave me money for some box sets I wanted to buy, and I gave him a TV. And the reason why I held off on showing this to you is because I wanted to wait till I actually had the money. I bought all this stuff ahead of time because some of this stuff was on sale, and I wanted to get it for the sell price. I didn't want to wait and pay like full price for this stuff. I was like, the stuff's on sale. I want it now. I'm not usually the type who buys something before I actually have the money. I don't do that. I'm not a big fan of credit and stuff like that. I only use my credit card if I know I have the money to back it up. So I don't usually do that, but in this case, the stuff was on sale. I bought it, kept it sealed, until just a few minutes ago. I opened some of the stuff up, but kept it sealed, had the receipt for it and everything. And, I was like, okay, if the deal falls through for some reason, I can return all this. So it's not a big deal, but, he gave me the full amounts. He has the TV, the deal is done. Everything is good. And, I can finally show you all the goodies that I picked up a few weeks ago, and I got some really cool box sets here. So, okay, almost 9 minutes into this video, let's finally take a look at what I picked up. Sorry, I know, kind of a weird video today, just with everything that happened yesterday. I had to take like the 5 minutes to say something. I wasn't gonna not say something. So, all right. Anyway, again, I'm trying to bring it back up. So anyway, all right. So first thing we have here on Blu-ray and DVD combo pack is season 13 of Red versus Blue. Very cool, although I really need to get around to actually watching the first, second, third, fourth, and so on seasons. I've only ever seen like half of the first season. I liked it. I love what I saw. I was really into the show. I started watching it, and then for whatever reason, I stopped. I think maybe like I must have gone on like vacation or something. I can't think of any reason why I would randomly stop watching it. So maybe I went on vacation or something like that for a week, and then just came back and then just forgot to pick back up where I left off. I have no idea. But for whatever reason, I never finished watching like season 1. But I have seasons 1 through 13 now. I just need to actually watch them. So I have all 13 seasons. I really just need to watch it. So I was actually surprised. It's at the point now where every time I see a new season of this released, I'm like, that show is still on. Like, I can't believe like this is still going on. I keep thinking it's over, and I keep seeing more seasons. So I don't know. So very cool. I had to pick it up because like I said, I have all the other seasons, and one of these days I'll actually get around to watching all these episodes. Pretty cool. Even though I'm really into well, I'm not into Halo at all. I've never played Halo. In fact, I've never touched an Xbox in my entire life. PlayStations, Sega, Nintendo, Sony, etc., Atari, etc., etc. I've played like all those systems, but I've never touched any of the Xboxes. I've never played one. I don't know anybody who has one, who have ever been to anybody's house. So I've never played an Xbox. I've never played Halo, but I certainly know about the game, and you don't really need to necessarily know about the game. I mean, maybe there's some things, but a lot of stuff you just pick up from the show, and I loved it. So very cool. All right, let's see, what should we take a look at next? Here we go. Here's a show that I didn't even know was on because, as I've said, I no longer have cable. My wife and we weren't watching our cable. I watched my movies. She watches stuff on like Hulu and stuff. Cable was a complete waste of our money. So as of that, I sometimes don't know about a show that's out until like it shows up on DVD or something like that. And I had no idea this existed, so I was pretty blown away. And that is Mike Tyson's Mysteries Season 1. I didn't even know this show existed, as it says right there, on Adult Swim, which I kind of stopped watching anyway. There was a few key shows on Adult Swim I still watched, but a lot of it got kind of just like, I didn't really care for all of it. A lot of like live action stuff too, which I was like, no. But I didn't know about this show. I had no idea this show was a thing. So I was pretty surprised. I came across this. It was like $10. I came across it. I was like, what is this? I have to see this. I looked at some reviews, got good reviews. So I definitely want to check this show out. It looks pretty cool. If you guys have watched this show, leave a comment below. I want to hear your thoughts on this. It looks pretty crazy, pretty zany, but pretty fun. I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out. I had to pick that up. And like I said, this was a surprise. I didn't even know this was a thing. So awesome. All right. Then I grabbed the complete series of The Wild Thornberrys, which basically means that this was a complete waste of my money. Because yeah, I did buy season 1 like a while back. But now I got the complete series. Very, very awesome. Love me some Nicktoons. Although this was around the time where I kind of sort of was getting out of Nicktoons. I'd see around the time of like Angry Beavers, Cat Dog, Wild Thornberry, stuff like that. I was starting to I was getting a little older, so I was getting out of Nicktoons. That was kind of like around the last of the stuff I was still sort of watching. I didn't like watch as much as the original. I mean, I used to watch Doug and Rugrats and Ren and Stimpy and so on and so forth. I used to watch those shows all the time. And then, I was a big Nicktoons fan, even like Ario Monsters, I was a big fan of. And then once like shows like this started coming along, I was sort of getting out of watching cartoons and stuff like that. Of course, now I'm much more back into it. And I do love this show. This show is great. So very cool to have the entire series on DVD. That is awesome. I love that Shout has been putting out these like complete series sets and selling them for like surprisingly cheap at Walmart. I'm really like this. I think it's marked at like $20. Really surprised because when it comes to Shout, they're usually way overpriced. I usually hate it when I hear like Shout's putting out something I'm interested in. So I'm like, great, that's gonna be like $30,000 because they're just expensive and they never like drop in price. I usually hate when Shout puts stuff out, but these have been fantastic releases. They're dirt cheap. I mean, for like $20 for an entire series. That's awesome. So very cool. Like the other ones have been like that. I'm trying to think of what else I have. Looking at, there's like Danny Phantom, Angry Beavers, it was Ario Monsters, Hey Arnold, and so on and so forth. So awesome sets. Very, very cool. This is great. Definitely had to grab that. Then I finally had to pick up this. I've been looking at this. The price has been pretty good on it. I think it's like around $20 is what it's been. So price is pretty good for what it is. And I've been thinking about grabbing it, but I kept passing up on it. And I thought, you know what? It's about time I finally get this. Because this was definitely a show I watched when I was a kid. And that is Jem and the Holograms. The truly outrageous complete series. Should have been the truly, truly, truly outrageous complete series. This is great. I used to watch this when I was a kid. Even as a kid, I was well aware that this was a show for girls. And I didn't care because I thought the show was so much fun. It was so great. I love the animation. I love the action. I love the stories. I didn't care that it was a girl show. I thought the show was awesome. I still think it's awesome. This is great. Jem and the Holograms. Definitely one of those shows I feel like transcends genders. It might be for girls, but dudes can totally watch this show as well because it's awesome. So I've been wanting to get my hands on this ever since it came out, and I finally jumped on it. I'm so happy to finally have this in the collection. I have not seen a single episode of Jem since like the 80s. Back when this was airing, it's the last time I saw an episode of this. I have not seen an episode since, so I cannot wait to check this out and just relive my childhood through Jem and the Holograms and the Misfits. So very, very cool. Can't wait to see that. That's awesome. All right, then one of the sets, actually the whole reason why I was able to get these sets is because of this next set. I was looking at getting the Back to the Future set that came with like it was like in the flux capacitor like packaging. It was like the complete collection or something like that. It comes with all 3 movies, bonus discs, and the animated series. I wanted to get that, but I decided to pass on that because I do already have all 3 movies on Blu-ray. I have them on multiple formats, but I do already have them on Blu-ray. The new set comes with some special features, which would be pretty cool, but I was like, do I absolutely need it? Do I want to spend this money on special features, or do I want to get these goodies? And I thought, you know what, I'd rather have this in my collection, new stuff in my collection, than spend the money basically just on special features. It just seemed kind of ridiculous, so I passed on that. I did not pick it up, but there was something I had to get. And one of the whole reasons why I was even looking at that set in the first place was because I needed to grab Back to the Future, the complete animated series. Another show I used to watch when I was a kid all the time. This is fantastic. It is kind of cheesy, but it's good. I love this just ridiculous fun animation. This is a great show. I have some of the episodes on VHS, which I guess I can put the rest now, but very, very cool. And then this is the whole reason I was looking at that flux capacitor set. I saw that it came with the animated series. I was like, that's really cool. I want that. And then when I saw that it was released individually, I went, screw it. I'm just going to pick this up. I don't need that set. I really just want this. So very, very awesome. This is great. I remember watching this a lot when I was a kid. I don't think I've watched my VHS tapes yet, so I'm really digging this. I can't wait to check it out. So that's awesome. And then I kind of hinted at this set that I picked this up yesterday, because in yesterday's Friday the 13th episode where I showed off my Friday the 13th collection, which again is very lacking. I need to fill in those holes. I mentioned there was a set that maybe you guys were questioning, did I have it, did I not have it? It might be coming. Well, here it is. And that is the Friday the 13th, the complete collection on Blu-ray. Very, very cool. Friday the 13th, part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X, Jason vs. Freddy, and the 2009 horrible, crappy Friday the 13th. So, comes with all those. I gotta commend this. Hey, it's cool that it came in a tin. That's pretty cool. But look at this, guys. I am a sucker for keeping these back panels that come on box sets. I always keep these. I don't throw them out. I don't know why. It's part of the packaging to me. I gotta keep them. But look at this. I'm guessing, I want to say Warner Brothers, their logo is the biggest on the back, so I'm assuming Warner Brothers maybe put this set together. I'm not sure, but look at this. Look at that. It's that is so cool. So you don't just have to worry about, oh, what am I going to do with this little back flap? I got to keep it somewhere. You can just put it back in your collection just like, well, just like that. That is so cool. I love this little ring thing they got going on. This is awesome. Kudos to, again, I'm thinking maybe Warner Brothers or Paramount, whoever put this set out. Kudos to them. This is awesome. I love this. More companies should do this. This is amazing. This is so cool. But that's about, well, no, okay, that's not totally everything. Like I said, cool tin sets. Let's take a look at what's inside. Comes with all this goodies right here. I like this weird little band thing that keeps everything together, which is kind of weird, but it's interesting. I told the others, they didn't believe me. You were all doomed, doomed. Now I sound like the teacher from Invader Zim. So we have that. We have this cool booklet here with all kinds of fun facts about the movies, all kinds of fun pictures and stuff. Really cool booklets. We have our 3D glasses, because heaven forbid anybody release Friday the 13th 3 actually on a 3D Blu-ray. That'd be the most amazing thing ever, and I would just absolutely love that, and I would buy it in a heartbeat. I would pay full price for that. I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. I hate this crap right here. I already have the movie like this. I hate it. But, yeah, there we go. Yay. Crappy 3D glasses. This is so awesome, though. Check this Camp Crystal Lake Counselor patch. Oh my god, is that amazing. I don't know when I'm going to put this on. Should I put it on my hat? There we go. Boom. I should just do that. This is the coolest thing ever. I love this patch. This is awesome. And instructions on how to put it on your clothes if you want to iron it on. I don't iron patches on. I sew them on. I'm a man. I sew. So very, very awesome. This is really cool. When I saw this, I was like, wow, that is neat. I like that. And of course, we have the ultraviolet codes for all the movies. Yes, every movie you get is included in this ultraviolet code, which is really awesome. So that's really cool. I mean, all kinds of cool stuff. Again, cool booklets, one code that gives you every single movie. This weird band thing. I mean, yeah, 3D glasses. This awesome patch and this amazing like ring thing here. I love. But then they had to destroy the packaging by doing this. We have sleeves. Cool artwork. Yay! Gotta love all the cool artwork. Look at that. But we have sleeves. Some of my discs are actually a little scratched. Blu-rays, mind you, were a bit scratched. Now, I've had pretty good luck with Blu-rays. Blu-rays have scratch protection. They don't scratch too easily. When they come in things like this, usually I'm okay. But I had little scratches on some of these. I actually already took them out. I put them on thin cases so they're all properly protected, as these DVDs or Blu-rays should be. But yes, some of them had like minor little scratches on them. And like my Friday the 13th, like just little ones, not bad. I don't think it's going to cause any issues, but that's not the point. It shouldn't have any scratches whatsoever. I should buy this and my disc should be absolutely perfectly brand new condition, not a smudge, scratch, anything on it. Instead, the idiots behind this set decided to package it in a way that will damage your product. I've already bitched about this before. I bitched about this on the actually last time I bitched about this, it was another Friday the 13th set. It was the other DVDs that I picked up where every disc was like destroyed because of packaging like this. I just don't get it. I don't want to go on a rant again, but I don't understand packaging like this. It makes no sense. Why design your packaging to purposefully destroy your discs? And I say purposefully because I can't believe they don't know it's going to destroy your discs. It's going to, obviously. You can't be sliding a disc in and out of a sleeve and expect it to not get destroyed. It's going to happen. So I say these are designed to purposefully destroy your discs. I don't get it. I think it's horrible. I think that whoever's in charge of coming up with these designs should be shot. That is my opinion. I hate them very much. So this is what ruins the set for me. But otherwise, really cool sets. I love the set. It's cool to have all the movies on Blu-ray. That's awesome. I had to put it in cases like this. And everything else that comes with it is really cool. Although I do think that the Friday the 13th Part 3 should have actually been on a 3D Blu-ray. They really should have done that. Kind of like the Universal Horror set, that The Creature from the Black Lagoon is actually a 3D DVD Blu-ray. That is awesome. That's what they should have done with these. But it is what it is. So, pretty cool sets. Could have been a little bit better. But all in all, awesome. And I'm very happy to own it. So, alright guys, there you go. That is it. That's everything I picked up, like I said, a few weeks ago. Because I was waiting to show this to you until like the deal with the TV was absolutely done. Wanted to make sure that, nobody was going to back out of the deal and I was going to return all this stuff. I didn't want to show it all to you and be like, look at everything I picked up. And then I had to return it like 2 days later or something like that. That would be been ridiculous. So I was just waiting for the deal to be finalized to show this stuff to you. And here it is. So, all right, guys, there you go. Again, that is it. So, again, hope you guys are having a great weekend, as great as you can be. Just dealing with what's going on right now. Hope everybody's okay. Hope you guys are trying to make the best of it. For those of you who are actually, if you're watching this and you're actually in France, whether Paris or wherever you are in France, I hope everything's going okay. Again, I hope everything's going okay with you. I hope you're okay. I hope your family's okay. I hope your friends are okay. I hope everything's as good as it can be for you. Believe me, I've been in this situation back in 2001. I know what it's like. You're scared. You don't know what's going on. You're kind of just like, what? It's crazy. It's like it's insanity. Like the country like just goes like haywire. I know. It's not fun. So again, I hope I don't know what to say except for just try to make the best of it, and just hold it. Just hold on. Just do whatever you can do to just get through this horrible tragedy. So anyway, all right. Like I said, I won't try to bring this up anymore. This video should be it. I won't bring this whole thing up anymore because I don't want to make these videos too much of a downer. And I guess I don't try to get all political and talk about like world events and stuff. But I had to bring this up. I really did. So. All right, guys, there you go. That's it. So, like I always say, have a great one. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Also, if you're not already subscribed, please do. I do a brand new daily sickness video every single day. So if you want to see a new video from me every day, hit that subscribe button and you'll get one. And also, if you're not already watching this video over at cinemasickness.com, you're watching this video on YouTube, there's a link down below in the description to cinemasickness.com. Click on it, head over there, check it out. There's a lot more to see there than just these videos. So, all right, guys, that's it. Have a good one. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.